What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction video, and I'm excited because we have Jaishankar once again. Here we are with India set to do much more with world. Jaishankar slams Western media's hypocrisy. I love when he slams Western media hypocrisy. But before we dive into this video, if you would like to support the channel by becoming a member, all you gotta do is click that join button down below. Just a little tap. You receive exclusive benefits that I know you guys will enjoy. But let's dive right in.
Yes, External Affairs Minister Jaishankar hit out at the Western media, saying that foreign newspapers won't use Christian nationalists for themselves, but it is convenient for foreign newspapers to always use words like Hindu nationalist government.
I feel that. I feel that for sure.
Let's listen in.
Do with the world. So, in many countries, nationalism, internationalism is opposite each other. But in our country, just look at this. See, we gave vaccines. Now, each one of us, when we read or we saw on YouTube or some social media, somebody in some country saying, "Thank you, meri jaan bacha li aapne, the people who are next to me didn't give me vaccine, you were far away, you gave it to me." Didn't you feel good? Now, it's very interesting. For us, we have never seen, in fact, it is actually if you look at the last 9 years, there's no doubt, that the government, the politics of the day is more nationalist. And I don't think, I'm proud of it. I don't think there is anything to be apologetic about. But the same nationalist people, they have done more projects abroad, they have helped more countries abroad, they have done, greater support, they have moved forward in disaster situations in other countries. So, if you read next time in a foreign newspaper, because they always, foreign newspapers, they like using words like Hindu nationalist government. Okay? They will not say, in America, Europe, they will not say Christian nationalist or whatever.
No.
These adjectives are very specially reserved for us.
Yeah. No, they definitely won't say that, and they won't do that when it comes to homegrown newspapers. It just annoys me because I feel like through these videos, I've seen like so much where Jaishankar has had to call out Western media and has to call out reporters and has to call out so much. The hypocrisy is just absolutely ridiculous to me that it seems like they try to kind of nitpick at India. They try to criticize them over everything they do, over their successes, over any failures, over anything. They're all trying to nitpick at India when I talk about Europe and the US and the West. And it's like, obviously, like, they see India's rise right now, obviously. And I think there is a good relationship between India and the US. And I feel like in Europe, there's a good relationship there too. So it kind of baffles me, like, all the nitpicking. But at the same time, I understand why they nitpick. Like I was about to say, the rise in India economically right now. Like, India's on the path to becoming a global power, economically for sure. And I think with that economic global power, their military will also become a global power. And of course the US doesn't want that. Of course Europe doesn't want that, right? Because they don't want to have to compete with another power. So I think they nitpick at these things, and it's just kind of ridiculous to me.
So next time you read it, ask yourself, how wrongly are they reading it? That they actually do not understand that this country is getting ready to do more with the world, not less with the world.
Yes.
And one of the reasons we want to handle G20.
Senior Executive Editor Abhishek Kapoor now joining us on the phone line. Abhishek, well, EM Jaishankar hitting out strongly against the Western media, saying that it is convenient to call and term the ruling government as a Hindu nationalist government, but they will never do that in America or Europe, calling them the Christian nationalist government. He also says India is changing now. There is a lot of enthusiasm and positivity, and it is high time that they stop using these kind of terms to put down or really paint a certain image of India.
And I completely agree with that statement, because that's exactly what they're trying to do, trying to paint a certain image they're trying to put down. Because, like I said, they see India's rise, they see the enthusiasm, they see, and like Jaishankar said, India plans to do much more with the world, and I think that kind of makes them a little bit nervous.
In fact, it is surprising that no one really looked at this thing earlier. And as I speak, Shisha, I just put Christian Democrats Party in Google, and it says Christian Democrats Party. Germany, it is Christian Democrats Party. Italy, it is Christian Democrats Party. Sweden, it is Christian Democrats Party. Chile and Australia and Denmark and Netherlands, and these parties have been in power or part of coalitions in all these countries. In fact, Angela Merkel, the last German chancellor, happened to be from the Christian Democrats Union Party, and she was there for the BBC never does not give that kind of a spin to these parties, or for example calling the Republicans a Christian nationalist party, though of course despite knowing that they are or they are the support base of the Republicans in the United Kingdom happens to be absolutely conservative, hardcore Christian population. So I think in that sense, it's a valid point made by the External Affairs Minister, going to be debated for the next couple of days perhaps.
Oh yes, absolutely. And clearly the motive becomes very clear when there is an intentional attempt to run down the Indian government by painting, by pushing a certain narrative. Abhishek, yes. I want to thank you for the moment for putting this into context. We'll also try and get more responses on the same.
I completely agree. They do just, it's like I said, it's annoying. They try to paint this certain picture of India, or they try to put them down, and then they like say these things that they would never say about their own country, Hindu nationalist government. Yes, you'll never say, in the West, you'll never say Christian nationalist government, even though hardcore supporters, or more so like in the Republican Party, are going to be Christian. You would never call them a Christian nationalist government. The newspapers and everything, the media at least, they would not say that. So it's just, once again, an attempt to just nitpick at India. And it's just like, if you're seeing like all the videos that I see, and if you see it, it's just like, when are you going to just let India be? When are you just going to leave India alone? And I don't think that will happen. However, just because they see India's economic growth, and they see the rate that they can stay at for years, they see the infrastructure over there, they see the government leading India down the right path, and they see India on that path to become, like I said, a global power. And they don't want to compete with another global power. They don't want that to happen. So in the West, you're gonna nitpick, you're gonna criticize, you're gonna put a microscope on every single thing happening over there in India, and so that's just ridiculous to me. I think, India, just let India be, let them grow, let the enthusiasm stay. But the great thing is, I don't think India lets this affect them. I don't think India cares too much about what the West has to say. They're like, we're going to keep doing our own thing. No matter, forget what they say. We're going to keep doing our own thing, and we're going to stay on the path that we're on. That's all we have for this video. If you would like to, or if you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, check out this next video with me. I got a feeling you'll enjoy it just as much. It's your boy Neal, out.